Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, we have a special comic book review. We're reviewing the Metabarons, Volume 1, Othon, which is by Alejandro Jodorowsky, the famous Argentinian art house director and fucking weirdo, in my opinion. And art by Juan Jimenez. I'm not sure how to pronounce Spanish names. I think you're supposed to pronounce G's as H's, but I don't fucking know. I'm not, I'm not looking up that shit. So today we're reviewing the first volume in the Metabarons series, which is a spin-off of some comic book by Mobius and Alejandro Jodorowsky, which is an 8-volume series. I only read the first volume. It was on Google Play Store for like $15, but I can't remember. It's on special now. I'm not sure if I can't remember if I got for on special or not. But yeah, you can get like a bunch of them for like $10 each, which is pretty worth it, in my opinion. It's the graphic novel is 56 pages long, and according to the copyright, this came out in 2017, which I even know it like isn't like you would think Alejandro Jodorowsky would be like senile by now. I kind of have a hard time believing he wrote this, other than the fact that the book very much feels like it's inspired by Dune, and he's a huge Dune fan. He was supposed to direct a Dune movie back in the 70s, but because he's a crazy weirdo, he wanted to make the movie 15 hours long and put that in fucking theaters. So obviously the producers were like, yeah, we can't have a fucking 15-hour movie. Maybe like a TV show or something, but yeah. Oh, he's from Chile. I thought he was from Argentina, but no, he's from Chile. He's directed movies like The Holy Mountain, El Topo, Dance of Reality. There's also a documentary about that Dune movie was going to make, which fucking thank God. As a Dune fan, thank God that movie never got made, because like fucking, how retarded is that? Like, you want to make a movie that's like 15 hours long? Alright. But we're not here to talk about the really shitty Dune movie that was coming out. We're here to talk about this comic book. First off, what really made me attracted to the comic book in the first place was the beautiful covers. It has this like Yoshiyuki Amano / MD Geist art style, which is fucking, or aesthetic, and looks fucking amazing. And if you're a Warhammer 40k fan, you're probably gonna love this book too. So it takes place. This comic book takes place in the far off future, where these robots are having a conversation about the one robot's master, the Metabaron, which comes from this lineage lineage of this royal family, not royal family, of this aristocratic family that started off from like a guy who was a pirate who married this chick from this planet where they make marble blocks and sell them off to the galaxy, right? She marries like the princess of the family that runs that planet, and what ends up happening as they're making like a special order of marble blocks for this like weirdo version of the Catholic Church, which worships some kind of AI or whatever. And it's saying this planet is considered like a backwards country planet compared to the rest of the universe. They don't use robot labor. They don't have guns. They have swords and armor and shit. Though like it's funny, they use like these hyper laser things to carve marble. Like probably would have, been useful as like a weapon for when you were fighting when you were fighting yeah, when they were fighting those yeah, that army that that showed up. But yeah, what ends up happening is the guy while carving this piece of marble block, right? He screws up and falls into a ditch and has the marble block on top of him. He's gonna die of oxygen deprivation. So what ends up happening? They reveal the secret of how they're able to load these massive marble blocks that weigh tons onto ships. They have this special oil that can create like anti-gravity, right? That can make objects that weigh tons weightless, right? To the point where later on, when they're under attack, they throw them they throw these massive blocks as projectiles, which is a pretty cool scene. Yeah. So after that, which that's very similar to how in Dune, what was, or Arrakis, as it's also known, has like the spice melange, right? So like once the secret goes out that hey, this planet has this special like liquid that can create like anti-gravity, the whole universe and the Empire, which is run by this couple called the Golden Couple. I guess they're not king or queendom. They're not king or queen. They equally fucking rule the galaxy, I guess. They launch space fleets that attack the planet, which you get like a 2-page like summary of how the space fleet battles went, where our guys were winning. But as soon as their mercenaries betrayed them, they lost the space battle and ended up getting their castle sieged by the Empire's guard. Which what happens after that? Because they're the people who live on this planet are raised as warriors. The dude's wife. Dude's wife, who's retarded, fucking goes out there and in front of the Empire's army with their laser guns, with just her sword and her armor, goes out and say, "Hey, you're fighting for an evil cause, blah blah blah," and they just fucking vaporize that bitch. And the dude's son wants to go out and fight. Charge at them and die like his mother. Othon, who's the main character, breaks his legs and comes up with this cool strategy on how on where he defeats the army using the sacred oil and sneak attacks. Right, he defeats the army with like a 1,500 soldiers with his 150, which, if you're getting besieged by the entire galaxy, you would think, hey, they could, send more than 1,500 soldiers, but whatever, right? He eventually wins, right? Negotiates with the Golden Couple, I think that's what they're called, and moves his castle onto this fertile planet. His son gets his legs fixed, but he's kind of a cripple, and gets a special gift from the Golden Couple, which is like this genetically engineered horse which, you know, horses went extinct thousands of years ago. It's just like in Warhammer 40k. Alright. So what ends up happening is pirates show up onto this planet, trying to kidnap the horse, which is this white, beautiful horse called Shazam. Um, the dude's son, who's a cripple, goes out with his bow and sword, and his father goes out and also to try to capture the horse, but he tries to do it like ahead of his son. He doesn't want to involve his son because he thinks his son's going to get in the way, but he doesn't want to dishonor him. So he wants to secretly get the horse back without involving his son. So like he goes and kills the pirates, but ends up killing his son, who had by himself caught the horse, caught the horse, right? After that, one of the still dying, one of the pirates who had, you know, was injured by Othon, lived long enough to shoot him in the groin, and Othon becomes a eunuch, but somehow he's able to create this. He was able to have a son and create this fucking space dynasty, right? Of enhanced bionic warriors, right? Called the Metabarons. So that's the end of Volume 1. I would say it's the thing where I'm leaning somewhere between a 7 or 8, because the art is fucking beautiful. A lot of cool imagery. Not as much cool imagery as, like, there was nothing as cool as the cover art, unfortunately, but it was still pretty cool, and there's some cool fight scenes. Some gory fight scenes. My problem with it is it steals a bit too much from Dune, but there's the thing where the writing isn't as strong as the artwork, but overall I thought the writing was still solid, so I'm giving it like a 7.5 out of 10. My next review is going to be DC Universe's Superman Reborn, and we're going to review a random Marvel book I haven't decided yet, and then after that we're going to review Transformers Primal Cry. Alright guys, that's it for today's review. See you later. Peace.